Hello and welcome to another Java video. In this video, I'll be talking about enhanced for loop, or we can say the for each loop in Java. So let's start. Now, when you talk about the enhanced for loop or the for each loop, it's very useful when printing out or iterating through an arrays. Now, usually we use the int I, which is the index of I. We give it the initialization, the condition, and the counter, either by incrementing or decrementing. But in the enhanced for loop, we know the definite values that will be printed on the console. So let me try with an example for you to get a clear understanding. So let's give an array of names. So string name is equal to, so let's give the values directly. So you have Jane, you have Mike. Okay, it's a string, it's an array, so you need to bring this here to avoid this problem. So you have Joy, you have Pat, use Pat. Then let's say final name. My mic isn't correct. So let's use Nate. It's very important. So now we are done initializing our array of names. Now, under normal condition of a for loop, we do this int I equals 0. Then we'll continue by saying I is less than names.length, which is here for us, and I plus plus. Then down here, then we do system.out.println names at index position of I. This is kind of a long process, and basically if you come over here, you see that for loop replaceable with enhanced for. So this is kind of the old time ways of declaring an array. Since we know that we are printing out everything here directly, we are not performing any single action on anything. We are just iterating through them. So there is no need of using this loop, but rather we use the for each loop. Now using the for each loop, let's take away this, and you can see we have for each here. You can use either this or this. So let's use this first. So you can see we have a space here, a space down here, and a space at the last place. Now the last place is being covered by curly braces here. So this is what we'll do in the first place. In the first place, the array is being declared inside strings, and let's give it a name of, okay, its name. So let's give it s, string s. Now let's come down here. So this is the data type of our array, and we are labeling it with a value inside this. Now when you come down here, we give it names. So we are done. Then inside here, we saw there was a last cursor blinking here, it disappeared. So this is what that will do, printing out. So here we just print out s for short. Then that's all. So let's run our program and see. So very good. We have all our values printed here. So it iterated through and gave us John, Mike, Joy, Pat, and Nate. So let's come back here. So you can see that the error we had here previously has disappeared. Now, if you don't want to use that for each, maybe if you don't see it, it's the same thing here. So you can type the same for. Now the data type of the array, or the main, data type of the array, string s, you bring column and names. So it means that we are iterating through the names, and we are giving the values of the iteration to s. After that, we are printing out each single value inside the s. So we generated or we iterated through and give them to s. Now let's run the project. It's still the same thing. So we have Jane, Mike, Joy, and Pat, and Nate as well printed on the console. So this is simply how we use the enhanced for loop or the for each loop in Java. It's very useful, and it makes your work kind of bits easier and faster at some places. So if you like this code, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, and I'll post all this in the comment section for you to have a look at it. Thank you, and see you in the next video.